She is one of the most influential artists in the world, a global icon who sells out stadiums, breaks streaming records, and redefines the music industry. But long before the fame, the tours, and the awards, there was just a young girl walking into record labels with a demo CD that nobody wanted. This is Always Fail Forward, where we tell the stories of people who turned setbacks into strength. Today we are talking about Taylor Swift, the artist they told wasn't good enough, who refused to quit until she owned her legacy. Taylor Swift grew up in a small town in Pennsylvania. She discovered music early, writing poems and lyrics long before she had an audience.
This is a song I wrote yesterday, and it's about a girl who's just different. And I really like it because it's just so happy. So this is called Lucky You. There's a little girl in this little town with a little too much heart to go around it forever. Never say never, you can do better. That's what she said.
When she learned guitar, it changed everything. She realized she could turn her feelings into songs. At 11 years old, she took her first demo tape to Nashville. She went door to door, walking into label offices and asking people to listen. Every single label rejected her. They said she was too young. They said she didn't fit the market. They said she wasn't what they were looking for. Most kids would have given up. Taylor didn't. She went home and worked harder. She kept writing. She kept practicing. She kept believing that one day someone would take a chance on her. Her persistence finally paid off when she signed with Big Machine Records at 14. It was a small label, but Taylor knew this was her shot. She wrote constantly. She studied storytelling. She learned how to turn real moments into songs that felt universal. Her debut album put her on the map. Fearless turned her into a superstar. At 20, she became one of the youngest artists to win Album of the Year at the Grammys.
Producers Nathan Chapman and Taylor Swift.
Thank you so much. I just hope that you know how much this means to me and to Nathan, my producer, and to all these musicians you see on this stage, that we get to take this back to Nashville. And, oh my God. Our families are freaking out in their living rooms. My dad and my little brother are losing their minds in the living room right now. And this is for my dad. Thank you for all those times that you said I could do whatever I wanted in life. And my mom, you're my best friend. And this is the story, all of us when we're 80 years old, and we are telling the same stories over and over again to our grandkids, and they're so annoyed with us. This is the story we're gonna be telling over and over again in 2010, how we got to win Album of the Year at the Grammys. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
But with success came criticism. She was mocked for writing about her feelings. Her dating life became a joke. Every move she made became a headline. Still, she kept writing. She kept performing. She kept evolving.
I don't know why, but with you I dance in a storm in my best dress, fearless.
Fame brought pressure, but it also forged her into a stronger artist.
A boy in a Chevy truck, it had a tendency of getting stuck on back roads at night, and I was right there beside him all summer long. And then the time we woke up to find out summer gone, but when you think Tim McGraw.
Then came the moment the world remembers. In 2009, Taylor won Best Female Video at the MTV VMAs. As she stood there, 19 years old, holding her first major award, Kanye West walked on stage, took the microphone, and said someone else deserved it.
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time.
The moment humiliated her. Millions watched as she tried to process what happened. The internet debated it for weeks. She was overwhelmed and unsure of what it meant for her future. But she refused to let that moment define her. She stayed focused on her music and kept moving forward. Years later, Taylor faced a challenge far bigger than a public interruption. She attempted to buy the rights to her first 6 albums. These rights are called masters. Instead of allowing her to purchase them, her entire catalog was sold to Scooter Braun, someone she had conflicts with. It meant she no longer controlled the music she wrote from the time she was 14. Most artists would have accepted defeat. Taylor made a different decision. She announced that she would re-record every album she no longer owned. People doubted she could pull it off.
Tell the 92%ers how it really felt.
Oh, wow. So to catch anyone up who doesn't know about this saga, like I signed a record deal when I was 15, and I always kind of refer to it as I got my music back this summer, but I never owned my music at all. So traditionally, a lot of record deals are set up in a way that artists don't own what's called their master recordings. Owning your master recordings means that you have complete control and power over distribution, licensing, and essentially the way your legacy is shaped. It's a huge thing. It's always been a huge thing for me. Like since I was a teenager, I've been actively saving up money to buy my music back and to ever own it in the first place, because it's usually the label that owns it. But I've always wanted this to happen.
The task was huge. It would take years. But she knew it was the only way to reclaim her legacy. When she released Fearless Taylor's version, the world responded louder than ever. The re-recordings topped charts and proved she could take back her work. Taylor continued to grow, album after album. She reinvented her sound with Red, Reputation, Folklore, Evermore, and Midnights. Each era felt completely new. Each era showed her growth as a writer and as a person. Then came the Eras Tour, a global phenomenon that shattered every touring record ever set. Fans traveled across countries just to see her perform. Entire stadiums filled with people screaming every lyric. The tour became the highest-grossing tour in history. Taylor Swift was no longer just a musician. She became a cultural force, a business powerhouse, a storyteller who refused to let anyone else shape her narrative. Taylor Swift was once a kid walking into record labels who told her she was not good enough. Today, she is one of the most successful artists of all time. Her story reminds us that rejection does not define your destiny. Persistence, reinvention, and belief in yourself can change everything. This was the story of Taylor Swift on Always Fail Forward. If you found her journey inspiring, subscribe to Always Fail Forward for more stories of persistence and the people who turned obstacles into opportunity.